Hello again, fellow agents. It's your coach, Troy Jaster, here in San Antonio. I've got two things I want to share with you today as you go through your real estate practice. First thing is this: as you watch this video, we're likely at the very tail end of the first quarter, or maybe even beginning of the second quarter of the year. And so, the thing that I was taught early in my real estate career, which is as true then as it is now, is what you do today shows up in 90 days. The contacts that you're making, the calls, the text message, the social media, the communication that you're having right now, the appointments that you're going on right now. These are the things that will create your summer season. As we know, I'm sure it's the same where you are as it is where I am. The summertime is our high time for buyers and sellers. So, what you're doing right now, end of the first quarter, start of the second quarter, that is building up your high summer months. So, make sure that the calls you're making, again, the text message, the social media, all those pieces that you're putting in place are building your foundation of what your summer season is going to look like. So, that's the first thing is have that first quarter check in. Where are you in comparison with what your business plan states it needs to be? And the second thing I want you to know is this: at all times, we as real estate agents need to be armed and ready to answer the question, how's the market? It never ceases to amaze me where at just no thought whatsoever of a real estate conversation, and yet I get asked that question all the time. So picture this: just last week I was at the orthodontist office with my youngest son. He's going to be getting braces soon, and we're talking to the young lady that was working the reception desk at the office, and she just simply asked my wife and I, getting some background information. What do you do for a living? And she asked my wife. And then she asked me, and I said, I'm a real estate agent. And the first thing she said was, how's the market? This was 7 o'clock in the morning. We had one of the very first appointments of the day. And I mean, imagine that for a second, that I get asked this at the first part of the day. Now, in a regular business, I might be able to do that whole, like, oh, we're not open for business hours yet. The doors are still closed. The closed sign hasn't flipped to open. And you might be able to have that wall up. But as real estate agents, we have to be armed and ready 24/7. So there I was, 7 o'clock in the morning. I've got to answer that question and sound like a professional right on the spot. Now, interestingly, it's the orthodontist office. So turn this around for a second. Like, if I was, out amongst the public somewhere and I bumped into an orthodontist, I wouldn't suddenly open up my mouth and say, hey, can you take a look at these molars? We don't do that. But yet in real estate, it happens all the time. So you got to be ready with an answer. So, how's your market? At the very least, you better know a few quick metrics. What's the average sale price in your town, your neighborhood? What's the maybe price per square foot? How many months of inventory do you have? It is a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? You've got to have a handful of these things right here ready to go so that when you're in line at the grocery store, when you're picking your kids up at school, or you have your name tag on, or you've got a shirt like I do that's got your logo on it, you are broadcasting to the world, I am a real estate professional, so therefore you better have that switch turned on and be ready to answer that question. So as you go away today, here's what I want you to make sure that you are doing. You always must be armed and ready to answer the question, how's the market?